students from Liceo Juan Martínez de Rosas. I am Miss Alejandra Beltrán, your English teacher, and today I wanted to show you my presentation about a perfect job interview. This is going to be fairly helpful, so you're not going to regret it if you take a look at it. The main objective in this lesson is to practice proper job interview skills. So if you want to improve your English and you want to apply for a job interview and you want to show off a great level of English, this presentation is going to be fairly helpful. Okay, let's start the presentation. It says job interview, how to make sure that you will be called back. In this photo, you can see a girl receiving a phone call. It says, "We would like to invite you for an interview at our office to tell you more about the position tomorrow at 8 o'clock. The girl says, "Sure, I'll be there, thank you." And she thinks, "Oh dear, what am I going to do?" So, if you don't want to panic like her, we're going to take a look at the tips. Pay attention. Before the interview, research the potential employer. This is going to show them that you are interested, really interested in the position. Review the job description and be able to match your experience and education with the duties of the position. Take into account your qualifications. Prepare a 1 to 2 minute script about yourself. This is why the lessons about introducing yourself are so important. Make sure you have the appropriate interview attire, that is to say, a formal attire. Now let's move to first impressions. First impressions, the first words you speak count. For instance, it is a pleasure meeting with you. Thank you for scheduling this time to meet. To be polite is something foremost in a job interview. Take it into account. Then you must walk with vigor and show confidence. Why? Because people who walk 10% faster than they normally do are perceived as getting more done. Okay, let's move on to the following part. Dress for success, like the Roxette song. Dress for success. Da, 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 da. Okay, ignore me. I'm not a good singer. So, number 1, from head to toe should reflect impeccable grooming. No dirty shoes. Your hair, color, tie, scarf, and other accessories should be a reflection of the quality person you are. It is a fact of life that we do judge books by their covers. To be marketable in business today, your image is as important as what you know. You must fit in. I know it is such a pity, but it's a fact. Now we're going to move to tips regarding attire. What's an attire? Attire is a formal way to say outfit. Now, I'm not very fond of formal clothes. I like to have my own style. Still, society is a bit traditional, even in these current times, so we have to take it into account. Tips regarding attire for men. If possible, wear a suit to the interview. He's wearing a suit. A wedding ring, ta-tan, ta-tan, and or a watch is generally the only jewelry that should be worn. Head to toe. Hair should be well groomed and shoes should be polished. Now let's move on to tips regarding attire for women. A suit or dress is preferable. She's wearing a suit. skirt should meet at the top of the knee or longer. The amount of jewelry should be minimized. Oh dear, and I love huge earrings. Makeup should be light. Why? I love red lipstick. Avoid perfumes and scented powders. Well, it's just for the job interview. Afterwards, we can wear whatever we want. Don't tell anyone I said that. Starting the interview. Ta-ta-ta-ta! Be sure to arrive 10 to 15 minutes prior to the start of the interview. That is to say, do not arrive late. That is not acceptable. Next, greet the interviewer with a firm handshake. That is a handshake. Maintain good eye contact and posture. Make sure you are energetic and enthusiastic. Yahoo! Well, not that enthusiastic. Speak clearly and articulate. By the way, for people like me who find it really difficult to make eye contact, a good tip is to look at a certain point close to the interviewer's eyes. So the interviewer will think that you are making the eye contact and you're not going to feel uncomfortable. So please take it into account. It's going to be fairly helpful. Now let's move to the following. Be prepared. You should have a briefcase or portfolio containing the following: a notepad, 2 erasable pens, extra resumes and reference sheets, letters of recommendation, if applicable, educational transcripts, work samples, if applicable, special notes for women, extra hosiery, skin tone. Now let's see the following slide. Standard interview questions. Would you tell me about yourself? What is your greatest strength? What is your greatest weakness? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What about this position you find most appealing? Why do you want to work for our company? Why should we hire you? Asking questions. You should have questions prepared. It is your chance to interview the interviewer. Don't ask questions that can be readily found on company brochures. Ask questions that will directly affect you or shows your interest in the company. Questions to ask the employer. What kind of training will I receive? What type of advancement opportunities are available with your organization? What is your timetable for the remainder of the hiring process? Note: ask questions that demonstrate your knowledge of the company. Illegal questions. Most employers are familiar with the laws regarding what questions they can ask and what they cannot ask. If you feel a question is inappropriate, don't get upset and refuse to answer. Ask the question, "Can you tell me how that pertains to the job?" in a polite and respectful way. Follow up. Be sure to send a thank you after you have been interviewed. A handwritten card is preferred. Okay, this person is writing a handwritten card. If you feel you have poor handwriting, like me, then a typed letter might be a better option. Mail the card or letter on the same day as your interview. I hope you liked the presentation and I hope to see you in our online class next week in order to practice the vocabulary and the tips that were covered in this PowerPoint presentation. See you next time!